Gvops, Szee, Szorg, Zmavtizgu, Dwafu, Xpo. We connect to the energy. Gvops, Szee, Szorg, Zmavtizgu, Dwafu, Xpo. We connect to the legacy. Gvops, Szee, Szorg, Zmavtizgu, Dwafu, Xpo. We connect to the memory of those that were, those that are, and those that are to come. C. Dewey Mull Sr., April 5th, 1975. Lewis H. Mull, October 3rd, 1979. Charles D. Mull Jr., April 15th, 1973. Bertha May Hammond, 1967. Kenneth G. Hunt, October 20th, 1986. George Thomas Hammond, 1943. Sevilla Massengale Hammond, 1938. Ethel H. Hunt, May 16th, 1983. Bert E. Hunt, August 14th, 1950. Edith Ma Hunt, September 24th, 1918. Born 1814, that's quite a... George M. Wotton, July 31st, 1934. James Bennett Malden, Private U.S. Army, World War I, December 31st, 1894 to June 20th, 1983. Eone Davis, December 2nd, 1966. John L. Davis, November 11th, 1954. E. Clyde Davis, February 1st, 1929. W. Eugene Franks, February 14th, 1981. Clara Bill M. Franks, June 6, 1946. Billy E. Franks, August 8th, 1927. Thelma McDonald, April 29th, 1938. Charles D. Kaysen, February 22nd, 1931. Jack Joey Nimmons, April 29th, 1995. Claude Davis, June 18th, 1928. Gina McGee, December 26, 1966. Francis A. McGee, July 9th, 1939. A. McGee, August 29th, 1951. Evelyn E. Roper, February 18th, 1923. Willie M. Roper, March 2nd, 1978. John Ira Roper, May 14th, 1968. Minnie Braswell, July 9th, 1927. Ruth B. Merritt, Marrer, October 30th, 1983. W. H. McKay, December 13th, 1927. Jessie Ma Beecham, February 22nd, 1959. Irene Veal Sisk, August 27th, 1990. Alma S. McKay, June 3rd, 1995. Wolford P. McKay Sr., May 7th, 1991. Hazel G. Kendrick, November 25th, 1999. Robert M. Kendrick, U.S. Navy, Korea, April 22nd to 1931. December 26th, 1999. Philip Barry Veal, August 5th, 2012. Irene Veal Sisk, August 27th, 1990. William E. Sisk, January 2nd, 1958. Eula L. Sisk, April 23rd, 1929. Margaret E. Grogan, January 22nd, 1942. Gladys Malden, December 23rd, 1928. Annie Ma Grogan, May 4th, 1929. Lydia J. Barnett, or is it Barnett? Hard to tell sometimes. April 19th, 1933. Charlie L. Grogan, December 6th, 1930. Comer Chastain, May 13th, 1962. Sarah J. League, August 13th, 1997. Walter G. League, August 3rd, 1956. Walter G. League, August 3rd, 1950. Okay. J. Franklin Johnson, November 5th, 1968. Carrie E. Campbell, November 20th, 1940. Desi C. Johnson, June 23rd, 1975. Nettie Mahone, May 6, 1918, birth. Sarah Elizabeth Mahone, October 23rd, 1918. Herschler Browning, June 13th, 1942. T.B. Williams, June 1st, 1942. His wife, Dora Kitchens, born February 19th, 1888. Hugh H. Mahone, June 7th, 1986. Carrie K. Mahone, December 22nd, 1965. Clara Manley Mahone, March 20th, 1995. Stella T. Davis, March 27th, 1983. Joseph Brown Robbins, March 10th, 1942. Roy Robbins, June 12th, 1922. Helen Robbins, February 27th, 1919. Lena B. Sizemore, 1958. Susie Lee Robbins, January 3rd, 1947. Joseph Edgar, January 30th, 1930. Gary Robbins, North Carolina, private, JOL, U.S. Army, March 3rd, 1923. Ronald Robbins, September 19th, 1926. Infant daughter of Mr. and Mrs. J.W. Paris. Let's get those two lines and say the name. But December 30th, 1919, Nettie Robbins Paris. December 30th, 1919, infant daughter of Mr. and Mrs. F.H. Thomas. August 29th, 1924. Guy Robbins, October 15th, 1956. Imogen Garrison, December 30th, 1957. Helen Webb, December 18th, 1989. Joyce Robbins, October 16th, 1980. J.H. Hendricks, November 7th, 1943. Lola Ma McDonald, August 13th, 1934. Juanita M. Fuller, 2009. Gaynell B. McGill, September 23rd, 2002. Fred L. McGill, September 28th, 1974. Barbara McGill McCooley, August 18th, 2022. Walter E. McGill, February 1st, 1920. Mamie K. McGill, January 1st, 1981. John E. McGill, January 4th, 1974. Minnie L. Blalock, June 20th, 1929. Blanche Blalock, March 27th, 1896 birth. Uncle Bob. William E. Bryson, March 13th, 1952. James B. Johnson, November 19th, 1928. Johnson. Ida M. Mosley, September 16th, 1942. Gilliland Johnson, October 5th, 1931. Ernest Victor Brazee, February 26, 1943. Nellie Zell, April 25th, 1971. Rudette Brazee, March 1st, 1938. Warren A. McKee Jr., January 26, 1939. Harriet M. Brazee, August 20th, 1956. Clarence H. Hill, 1975. James A. Lewis, July 31st, 1948. Mary E. Lewis, June 22nd, 1933. Henry B. Prince, November 15th, 1928. Lou, is it Crane? Or is that supposed to be Grain? Crane Prince, November 16th, 1934. Henry Grady Prince, December 12th, 1920. Ruthelle L. Prince, August 24th, 1953. Dora Todd Prince, June 3rd, 1984. Freeman L. Centel, 1946. Lella Hollingsworth Centel, 1919. Arthur S. Connor, 2001. Catherine S. Connor, 1995. Minnie E. Shelton, April 12th, 1919. Della Shelton, February 4th, 1941. Warren C. McMillan, June 30th, 1971. Corinne S. McMillan, November 10th, 2003. Private George N. Clark, October 9th, 1919. Pearl Brewer, October 12th, 1940. Clyde E. Brown, September 12th, 1931. William Kinley Brewer, January 23rd, 1936. Ella L. Armstrong, May 4th, 1930. Willie S. Buchanan, March 19th, 1939. Martha C. Buchanan, October 12th, 1929. Frederick C. Burnett, January 30th, 1949. Otis Henry Price, South Carolina, Cook 35th Bin, U.S. Guards, January 31st, 1944 to January 30th. Oh, that's when he died. February 26th, 1890 was the birth. Donnie B. Jewell, August 24th, 1974, death. Walter E. Jewell, November 25th, 1976. Raymond F. Sanders, South Carolina, Private 305th Infantry, World War II, June 23rd, 1921 to May 30th, 1952. James W. Bill, June 4th, 2014. Clyde McKinney, U.S. Army, June 4th, 1982 to April 11th, 1976. May have said that. Shriner, I forget exactly what that is. Ruth T. May 19th, 2000. Order of the Eastern Star. Mary Jane Roach, October 3rd, 2003. Eugene S. Bentley, E4, U.S. Navy, September 23rd, 1942 to October 7th, 2003. Linda M. Bentley, January 21st, 1949. Barney C. Hawkins, November 1st, 1975. Mary Say, July 27th, 1937. Ethel LeBrant Stewart, 1938. Clara Gosnell, October 7th, 1946. Bonnie G. Foster, May 21st, 1977. Henry A. Foster, July 11th, 1987. Earl Hatcher, December 21st, 1981. Josephine G. Hatcher, August 10th, 1966. Christopher Ann Foster, January 11th, 1943. Tenny R. Hatcher, March 10th, 1934. Mammy Valentine, December 28th, 1949. Christopher C. Gosnell, November 22nd, 1917. Alice Dora LeBrant, September 18th, 1964. L.L. LeBrant, October 9th, 1923. Etna C.B. Hawkins, August 16th, 1973. Norman F. Bowen, July 3rd, 1920. On that side of this hole, going about, as far out as I'm walking here. Okay, something. Agnes below. It would help if they had Greek characters so I could pronounce things right like this. March 7th, 1948. Clinton Hollingsworth, October 3rd, 1921. Mary C. Weems, February 14th, 1939. W. E. Ridley, June 24th, 1939. Zinnie H. Ridley, June 26, 1946. Henry Lester Morgan, December 13th, 1965. Lily Holland Morgan, February 23rd, 1986. Asbury Morgan Holland, April 12th, 1930. John Oliver Ridley, South Carolina, Private U.S. Army, World War II, January 4th, 1917 to March 24th, 1967. Nora L. Mason, April 3rd, 1990. Arthur H. Mason, July 25th, 1974. R. Troy Mason, February 1st, 1918. H. Marvin Mason, January 12th, 1921. W. Garvin Mason, September 6th, 1987. Claude R. Campbell, April 27th, 1971. Grace S. Campbell, January 30th, 2000. Anna Bright, August 9th, 1950. Robert M. Spooner, August 5th, 1939. J.W. Taylor, November 14th, 1929. Jenny D. Richburg, June 12th, 1944. Orlo I. Pickberg, 1921. Kenneth Alvin Jones, January 21st, 1983. Liesl E. Jones, December 1st, 1949. Carrie Ballard Jones, December 27th, 1932. Jephthah R. Barnett, June 28th, 1959. Lucille S. Barnett, August 15th, 1994. Gordon L. Barnett, February 26, 1975. Philip S. Nelson, June 6, 1968. Sarah D. Nelson, December 9th, 1992. John L. Nelson, December 3rd, 1924. Angeline Passmore, July 5th, 1916. And they had an infant son die July 4th, 1916. Okay, so we have a cause of death there. Parker Ray Passmore, Private First Class, U.S. Marine Corps, Korea, April 20th, 1933 to April 7th, 1999. Marilyn A. Nelson, February 4th, 2012. Mamie L. Nelson, January 3rd, 1976. Charlie Arnold died October 12th, 1918. So he was born in 86, or perhaps 87, because we don't have a birthday. Lily V. Lee, February 21st, 1931. Marion B. Duncan, February 13th, 1960. Belle T. Duncan, June 7th, 1952. W.C. Duncan, July 17th, 1949. Minnie D. Duncan, August 3rd, 1967. Martha E. Mullinax, September 30th, 1931. Sally R. Brendett, January 1st, 1937. Annie L. Brendett, July 5th, 1987. William B. Brendett, October 23rd, 1975. Edward W. Below, February 28th, 1992. Shirley B. Compton, April 27th, 2005. Billy W. Sizemore, February 17th, 1984. Mathilde R. Sizemore, April 5th, 1956. Not as steep as you'd feel the grade, but about a foot in there. Shirley B. That one. Charlie R. Gravely, December 16th, 1952. Floridi K. Gravely, February 24th, 2013. Paul T. Kinsey, October 3rd, 1942. Mamie O. Kinsey, November 2nd, 1974. Ethel Chapman, November 27th, 1936. Rudolph Chapman, June 1st, 1930. Fred M. Crumpton, August 18th, 1936. Emma W. Crumpton, June 17th, 1974. Grover C. Crumpton, March 19th, 1976. Carrie M. Chapman, May 22nd, 1922. Homer Grogan, Private, U.S. Army, World War II, October 16th, 1908 to October 13th, 1975. Harold C. Grogan, December 31st, 2017. Homer Grogan, October 13th, 1975. Addie G. Grogan, July 17th, 1965. Carl J. Grogan, November 30th, 1985. Willie S. Grogan, March 29th, 1975. Louise M. Grogan, July 31st, 1996. Joseph Marion Shelton, July 3rd, 1927. Martha Ellen Barnett, February 23rd, 1937. William Shelton, South Carolina, Corporal, Medical Department, World War I, May 30th, 1888 to May 28th, 1954. William J. Green, March 8th, 1946. Janine Huffling, April 1st, 1964. D. Virginia Cole, October 8th, 2007. Pearl S. Castle, November 7th, 1974. Lella Callahan, January 8th, 1928. Sherman W. Huffling, South Carolina, Private U.S. Army, World War I, May 13th, 1895 to December 24th, 1972. Dora Clark, June 9th, 1971. And they were married February 16th, 1919. Roy E. Kisson, September 8th, 1988. Arthur N. Kisson, February 6, 1979. Mamie P. Kisson, May 6, 1949. George W. Kisson, October 16th, 1936. James C. Kisson, July 2nd, 1970. Lizzie Rackley, February 24th, 1929. F.D. Bryant Sr., December 11th, 1969. Annie L. Bryant, November 16th, 1910 birth. Emma K. Copeland, April 20th, 1963. Marion B. Wright, March 2nd, 1929. William H. Green, July 19th, 1961. Lila W. Green, January 5th, 1979. Clarence W. Sloan, March 14th, 1929. Dewey L. Sloan, December 5th, 1930. J. Robert Leslie, January 16th, 1932. W. Ansel Leslie, April 8th, 1930. Albert M. Leslie, July 16th, 1942. Maggie Campbell, March 30th, 1974. Charles Kenneth Malden, Private First Class, U.S. Army, Korea, April 26, 1930, December 26, 1981. Edna H. Malden, April 11th, 2019. B. Harry Bishop, September 2nd, 1976. Irene Burry, May 21st, 1935. Samuel Alvin Childers, April 21st, 1971. Gertrude Bishop Childers, December 28th, 1998. Linda Cookie Childers, May 30th, 2008. James B. Malden, June 20th, 1983. Daisy S. Malden, December 30th, 1963. Juanita E. Malden, March 30th, March 14th, 1924. James Bennett Malden, Private U.S. Army, World War I, December 31st, 1894, June 20th, 1983. Ethel J. Meade, R.N., born November 23rd, 1912. Clarence W. Collins, Jr., March 26, 1942. Grace Davis, February 13th, 1931. Billy M., May 23rd, 1973. J. Silas Davis, April 3rd, 1942. Sally Morgan, July 14th, 1930. James Dewey Coggins, June 13th, 1998. Edna Ma Ferguson, May 18th, 2008. Garfield Metcalf, November 17th, 1980. Preston L. Miller, SP-5, U.S. Army, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, 1918 to 1985. Ruth G. Coggins, June 9th, 1928. Wesley Coggins, November 7th, 1985. Lola May Lafoy, November 14th, 1982. Walter W. White, August 9th, 1972. Annie Baker White, December 7th, 1941. Catherine Oletta Collins, October 9th, 1928. Virginia Meletta Collins, October 26th, 1918. William Myron Coggins, December 10th through 12th, 1962. Earth G. Coggins, Preston L. Miller, SP-5, U.S. Army, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, 1985. Garfield Metcalf, November 17th, 1980. Charles L. Rowland, November 13th, 1910 birth. Jesse Mann, March 30th, 1959. R. Lavone Tucker, April 3rd, 1964. James N. Heath, February 1st, 1946. Mary J. Heath, February 20th, 1962. Maddie Pruitt, June 26, 1946. Francis Intha. Chandler, January 7th, 1931. Alan Chandler, April 26, 1937. Nanny Chandler, May 3rd, 1973. Mary Lena Ma Tucker, December 17th, 2001. Preston Joseph Tucker, Corporal, U.S. Army, World War II, January 6, 1920 to November 19th, 1991. Jen Berkeley B. Clippard, March 18th, 2009. Iris Iantha, born June 25th, 1938. Mary Lee Rollins, February 14th, 2005. W. Dallas Rollins Sr., January 6, 2002. Edward O. Koff, January 19th, 1954. Salome Smith, November 2nd, 1927. Edward Conway Koff, 1930. Maxwell Williams, February 26, 1928. Alice Langford, June 17, 1951. Joseph T. Williams, August 29, 1943. J. Frank Williams, February 9, 1954. Eugene M. Williams, August 18, 1944. Annie J. Armstrong, R.N., April 8, 1958. Bufford Velasco, July 3rd, 1938. Mamie Thompson, December 30th, 1928. J. Minor Christopher, December 1st, 1927. Lily A. Stewart, February 28th, 1978. Furman L. Moman, November 21st, 1926. Inez M. Summers, June 1st, 1983. Robert W. Summers, February 17th, 1982. P.L. Baker, October 20th, 1923. Miller P. Baker Jr., June 13th, 1948. Miller P. Baker, June 10th, 1935. Dolores Ann Davis, 1941. Georgia Ann Baker, December 15th, 1929. D. Christopher, October 24th, 1927. William B. Davis, May 17th, 1984. Velma Christopher Davis, October 2nd, 1976. Mamie Holland Lawless, September 3rd, 1949. Essie Van Pelt, January 21st, 1931. Mattie Hodge, November 8th, 1919. Frederick H. Paris, June 24th, 1968. Gertrude Bowen Paris, November 11th, 1958. Joseph A. Paris, November 27th, 1947. Mary Jo Paris, October 27th, 1927. Frederick, Annie Ellis, August 12th, 1917. Harry F. Reed, April 2nd, 1919. Richard Walter Ellis, November 10th, 1947. Rachel Kitchen, January 18th, 1939. Vernon Ellis, December 18th, 1968. James W. Glenn, August 4th, 1963. Corey Ellis Glenn, September 5th, 1971. Margaret M. Glenn, 2003. Frank A. Glenn Sr., 1978. Albert B. Reed, January 28th, 1955. Donna Bowen Reed, February 20th, 1959. Thornwell W. Henson, 1989. Edith G. Henson, born 1913. Robert Otis Owens, A.B., U.S. Air Force, Korea, November 7th, 1932 to September 5th, 1999. Sherry Allison Cooper, August 23rd, 1998. Joel Fred Bagwell, August 16th, 1957. Eva J. Mull, January 10th, 1986. They were married August 5th, 1906. Claude Herman Bagwell Sr., July 28th, 2004. John B. Waldrop, March 5th, 1931. Hattie Johnson, September 27th, 1931. John C. Waldrop, died September 9th, 1940. Willie D. Waldrop, December 23rd, 1958. Not quite a triangle, but yeah, not quite pointed. It's kind of just lump. Guy Cecil Rhodes, U.S. Army, October 12th, 1908 to July 15th, 1978. John P. Foster, July 4th, 1930. 19. Columbus P. Rhodes, August 6, 1962. Mellie F. Rhodes, September 2nd, 1957. Ruby Hughes Rhodes, September 2nd, 1963. Asbury Morgan Holland, April 12th, 1930. Lily Holland Morgan, February 23rd, 1986. Henry Lester Morgan, December 13th, 1965. Robert E. Waldrop, born November 6, 1929, married April 28th, 1978. Susie J. Waldrop, died July 24th, 2014. Ollie A. Hester, September 19th, 1952. Lucille L. Hester, October 16th, 1925, birth. Reynold D. Speed, March 6, 1958. Fanny W. Speed, August 9th, 1966. Luther Watkins Boggs, M.D., March 14th, 1954. Laura R. Boggs, January 24th, 1954. Harriet Dennison Boggs, November 23rd, 2006. Sue Elizabeth Holland, June 2nd, 1918. Thomas Jefferson Holland, April 2nd, 1924. George N. Buchanan, South Carolina, Corporal 9, Co. George N. Buchanan, South Carolina, Corporal 9 Co. 56, Depot Brigade, World War I, July 21st, 1892 to December 5th, 1959. John T. Buchanan, October 14th, 1919. Nanny Emmy Lupo, May 4th, 1933. Alfred Sen Lupo, U.S. Army, World War II, September 2nd, 1925 to August 17th, 1982. Effie Ma Lupo, July 3rd, 1977. Arthur L. Lupo, South Carolina, Private Co. B. 126th Infantry, World War I, July 29th, 1890 to July 9th, 1969. Ida L. Hawthorne, August 20th, 1941. John Robert Lupo, October 29th, 1927. Clinton Jones Lupo, November 6, 1898 to May 19th, 1988. Gladys Sean Lupo, January 9th, 1991. Lucia Lupo Runyon. I haven't seen that name on this side of the country as far as I know. November 22nd, 2009. Donald F. Lupo, June 17th, 1938. Johnny J. Edwards, March 18th, 2019. Mildred R. Holden, February 8th, 2010. We connect to the memory. We connect to the legacy. We connect to the energy of those were, those are, and those are to come.